Hello, how's everybody? It's been a while since I am on Periscope. I've been a little bit busy with my personal things. It's good to be back, and today I am going to share about my 3 truths. These are basically the 3 truths that kept me alive all this time. From my challenging childhood to today being a life coach. My name is Joy. I'm from Joylight Transformational Coaching, and this 3 truths is actually shared in a talk that I do, an inspirational talk called Because I Can, which can also be converted into a workshop when the client requests for it. So jumping straight in, thank you for joining me. So jumping straight into the 3 truths that kept me alive all this time, I'm going to talk about the first truth. So the first truth is, it's not about the trauma, it's not about what happened, it's about what you are going to do about it. So yes, thank you for joining me. Yes, we might have experienced many unfortunate things in life. Some are very unhappy things, and some could even be tragedy in the every sense of the word. And we cannot control what happened to us or what people do to us. The only thing we can control at the end of the day is ourselves. So it's easy to play the victim role, because then you just blame it on external factor. Because he did this to me, and because that happened to me, that's why, so on and so forth. But my question to you is, what purpose does it serve when you make statements like that? Does it help anything? Does it improve your existing situation? Does it elevate you in any way? Probably not. So if you reframe what you're thinking to in the direction of what are you going to do about it. So this has happened to you. Now what? What are you going to do about it? What can you do about it? Don't have to think about big goals, just baby steps. So what is the one thing that you can do right now? What is the one easy thing that you can do right now to make things slightly better, to make yourself feel slightly better? Start there. Take baby steps and build on it. Start the momentum. Every baby steps that you succeed in will give you that confidence to take the next small step. And before you know it, you'll look back and you will go like, wow, I actually am in a very different place right now. So don't focus on the trauma, don't focus on what happened, focus on what you are going to do about it. That is my truth number 1 that has kept me going all this time. Thank you for the hearts. And now let's move on to truth number 2. Truth number 2 that I shared in my inspirational workshop is, it's 3 words. I have choices. Wow, it's truly as simple as that. There are times when you might be tempted to say, no, I don't have a choice in this circumstances, completely out of my control. No, this is the person calling the shots. I have to do what he says. I don't have a choice. Yeah, so again, by thinking like that, where you trap yourself in a box, where you keep staring at the wall, what purpose does it serve? Does it make you feel very empowered? Does it make you feel very excited about what you need to do, about what needs to be done? No, I guess. So how about changing the way you think? The reality is, according to Dr. William Glasser, this is the heart of the choice theory, is that in almost any circumstances in life, no matter how limiting it might be, there are choices. We've heard of many fantastic stories where there seem to be no choices. People make choices out of it. They make spectacular breakthrough out of it. Prisoners who are known to be really happy, and nobody understands why. You are a prisoner of war. There's nothing to be happy about, but Viktor Franklin is a perfect example where we normal, ordinary people would have despaired, would have given up. He did not. And he not only was a survivor, he went on to be such a huge inspiration for everyone, speaking, writing, continuing, empowering people around him. So talk about choices. It's all in your mind. So think about one situation where you felt like, I don't have a choice. Yes, recently. Yes, that incident. Yes. Now how about reframing it? How can you say, what can you do in that limiting area that you have where there is glimpse of possibilities? What can you do in that space? Focus on that space where you have choices. Ultimately, what you have choices is yourself, your behavior, your thoughts, your feelings. And from that, extend your area of influence from inside to the outside. Okay. Remember, truth number 2, I have choices. And I know pain is unavoidable in life. That's one of the things I talk about in my talk. Pain is unavoidable, but what kind of price do you choose to pay? What do I mean by that? Are you going to pay the price of pain, or are you going to pay the price of peace? Peace have a price? Yes, guess what? Just because you decide today, okay, so you said either way I have to pay, right? So I have to pay either the price of pain or the price of peace. Fine, so I'll decide today to pay the price of peace. Excellent, very good starting point. Now what? So you decided today that you're going to pay the price of peace, and that's it? Then ta-da! Suddenly everything's good and all is good with the world? It's not going to happen like that. If you decide that you're going to pay the price of peace, then, well, guess what? Start paying. So what do I mean by paying the price of peace? Doesn't matter what you choose to do. There is always cost. There is always opportunity cost. There's always emotional cost, physical cost, and monetary cost. What do I mean by that? If you choose to continue to despair, continue to play the victim role, guess what? These are time and energy that you could have been investing in educating yourself, in doing things that makes you happy, in spending time being in the moment, in a relationship. Hello. In the relationship, growing and nurturing the relationship with your loved ones. But instead, you choose to sell, you choose to play the victim role, you choose to spend your time thinking about the things that cannot be helped, or thinking about things in a very disempowering way. Those are the price of pain. You are wasting time, wasting life, wasting mental energy, focusing on things that doesn't serve you at all. That is the price of pain. So then what about the price of peace, you ask? If you want a price of peace, what do you have to do? Well, everyone's situation is different. You might have to read books, read self-help books. Okay, I know I have this anger issue. I know that it's affecting my relationship with my loved ones. I know that it's making my boss really unhappy. What can you do? Go to YouTube, Google, read self-help books. Read people that is around you that you know is very patient. Whatever it takes, join groups where people are having the same challenges as you. They are also trying to resolve their anger issue within them. Do whatever it takes. There's so many outlets in the world. In today, in a modern society, there's so many things that can be done to help us in almost everything that we dream of, everything that we want to do. It's only whether you want to act or not. In order to go for all these groups or read that book or watch YouTube, that is an opportunity cost. That is the price of pain. You need to spend time where you can be doing other things. Maybe you can be watching TV or movie or doing things that you love. Instead, you have to spend that time watching that YouTube or reading that self-help book. That is the price of peace. But so you see what I mean? Doesn't matter whether you're choosing to pay the price of pain or the price of peace. Either way, there's always a price to pay. So guess what? If you have to pay anyway, why not pay for the thing that is worth it? What do you think? Because either way you have to pay. So you might as well make it worth your while, because nothing is free. So is pain going to be your teacher or your torturer? That is your choice. Remember, truth number 2, you have choices. So yes, you have pain, you've gone through the difficult period. Who have not? I'm not downplaying your pain. Some of us have more painful episodes than other people. Some of us have less. But is anyone immune to pain? Generally, no. So then, if pain is going to be a part of life, so are you going to let pain be your teacher or your torturer? Is pain going to be something that constantly torture you throughout your life? You spend countless time and energy just focusing on pain being your torturer. Or alternatively, you can choose for pain to be your teacher. That was painful. What can I learn from it? That is painful. I want to have the opposite in my life. Then what? Sorry guys, that was a miscue. So remember, pain is going to be in our life. It's just part of living. So then you have to make the choice. Is pain going to be your teacher or your torturer? Make your choice. Remember, 3 words. I have choices. So coming to the third truth that I share about in my talk, the third truth that kept me alive. This is probably the hardest truth for me to accept for the longest time, because it's a truth that goes deep down into the soul level. It's a truth that is so hard for all of us to embrace, because civilization has taught us something different. Advertising has taught us something different. What do I mean by that? The third truth is, now listen carefully, the third truth is, be it the past, the present, or the future, you are precious beyond measure. This is an eternal truth. I repeat myself, be it the past, the present, or the future, you are precious beyond measure. This is an eternal truth. There is nothing in this world that you can do to change the fact. You can act, you can behave, you can do things in ways that is contrary to this truth. But that doesn't change the truth. You are precious beyond measure. It's up to you to behave the right way, because this is the truth. Have any one of you felt differently? Have any one of you felt not so precious? I guess we all have in our life, but guess what? Doesn't matter what happened in the past. Doesn't matter what's happening right now in your life. It doesn't matter what happens in the future. You are precious. Thanks, bye. So please embrace it and behave that way, because you are precious. So stop acting like trash, because you are not trash. And if there's someone in your life that says that you are trashed or behaved in ways that suggest that, please turn around, run, scream. Okay, this person does not belong to your life, because that is not the truth. First and foremost, you yourself have to believe that. Okay, this is my truth number 3. As I mentioned earlier, this is the truth that is hardest for me to embrace, because for the longest time I felt I was not worthy to be loved, not worthy of affection, not worthy of anything beautiful. I spent a long time in my life just stuck in that mindset, and that was a lot of wasted time there. So you have to start with yourself. Okay, start from within, accept it, embrace it, give thanks, because out of that part where you realize that you're precious beyond measure, then you are in a position to give, because by embracing this eternal truth, you are giving to yourself. If you don't give to yourself, forget about giving to the world, forget about contributing to the world. It's not possible. You can't take out from a bank account that is running on deficit. It doesn't work like that. So remember truth number 3. Be it the past, the present, or the future, you are precious beyond measure. This is an eternal truth. I hope that my 3 truths have helped you. These are 3 truths that have kept me alive, that kept me from being an adopted child who spent an entire lifetime feeling worthless, unloved, and undeserving, to who I am today, an empowerment coach for women. I'm very proud of my journey. There was a lot of pain, a lot of tears. But here I am sharing my 3 truths with you, and I hope that you can think about it, apply it in your life, and hang in there. If times are bad for you, okay, everything's going to be okay. This too shall pass. Remember truth number 2. You have choices. If things are bad, focus on what you can do to make it better. Take baby steps, okay? So this is to help you to recap what I've talked about today, the 3 truths. So truth number 1, it's not about the trauma, it's not about what happened, it's about what you are going to do about it. Truth number 2, 3 magic words, I have choices. And the last truth, which is the most important truth, be it the past, the present, or the future. Oops. Be it the past, the present, or the future, you are precious beyond measure. This is an eternal truth. So I hope these 3 truths have been deep food for thought for you, and I really hope that you go away thinking about it, about applying that into your life. So those of you who have been following me, you would know that I have my own goal setting program called Let's Step. It's 12 baby steps to help you to fulfill your goals. So it's a system, a structure, so that you don't have to worry about thinking about the system. You just have to focus on your actual goal. So this 12 steps is divided into 3 action manual. In terms of the physical copy, this is what I do for my workshop. But the good news is action manual 1, the first 4 steps, is available for you for free. If you go to my website joylight.com and subscribe to it, it will go to your inbox every other day. So you have to dedicate 8 days to doing the 4 steps. Please do it thoughtfully and thoroughly. It's free, so you know what, why not just give it a shot. So here, check out the website joylight.com, and if this video has been helpful and useful for you, please share with your friends and followers. Find me at Twitter and Instagram at Joylight. I also have a Facebook page by the same name, Joylight. So remember, go to my website, go to the right hand corner, and at somewhere in the middle you will see pages, you will see free empowerment tools. Okay, go over there to the column on the right side, free empowerment tools, and then click on Let's Step Goal Setting Program. Okay, then you will get action manual 1 for Let's Step Goal Setting Program. So there you have it. Remember, go to my website joylight.com. Remember to share this video with your friends and followers. I will talk to you soon. I will put in another video. Here's to our elevation. Take care, people, and see you soon. See ya.